Everyone's saying that the Denver housing market is slowing. With more inventory, longer days on market, and price reductions, it's definitely showing its signs. But here's the truth. Not every home follows the rules. Some listings are defying the odds, selling fast, and drawing multiple offers. In this video, I'm going to show you what makes these homes different, why buyers are still jumping in when the right property hits the market, and I'm going to show you a listing of mine in Highlands Ranch today that hits the market that proves this point. I'm Landon, and I'm a local realtor here in the Denver metro area and a native to Colorado. And I've been helping people buy and sell homes for the last 18 years. Okay, so just to give some market context, the Denver market has definitely had some slower times this year in 2025. And, some glaring signs of that is 17% more inventory than this time last year in the fall. So that continues to build over 13,000 homes on the market currently. And buyers are still cautious with affordability right now, with interest rates at around 6.25% currently at the time of filming this video, mid-October. That's where we're at. And, with market time stretching also to 43 days on market across the Denver metro area, it's definitely taken a little bit longer for some of these homes to sell, especially Castle Rock and Aurora. Some of these markets are pushing almost 60 days on market on average. But some of these homes are definitely moving fast, and updated homes that are in prime neighborhoods often sell in under 7 to 10 days. Also, the other glaring thing right now is that the last 3 years, we just haven't seen much growth as far as pricing goes, right? We've talked in other videos that, other areas, recession looks like downward movement in pricing. In Denver, recession typically looks like stagnation, right? Just pricing staying the same. And that's what's happened over the last 3 years, ever since 2022, when we went surging up and then surging down and ended the year pretty flat. In 2023, we were flat, 2024 flat, 2025 pretty flat. Okay, we're only up 1.06% year to date right now compared to last year's pricing. So that tells me that we are in a little mini housing recession right now. Okay, and so that's the context of where we're at in the market. Now, in every area, that's not the case, right? Real estate is hyper local. You have to remember that. And so homes that are in some of these areas, right? These are the top 5 areas where homes are selling the fastest in the Denver metro area right now. Okay. Number 1 is Arvada. Okay. Believe it or not, Old Town is selling very, very well right now. And homes in Arvada are selling in 23 days on average. Okay. So that's a very fast pace compared to the 43-day average that we're in right now. Number 2 on the list is Southwest Denver. We're talking like the Marston Lake, Littleton border. Okay, Bomar, amazing community with like 3/4 to an acre lots. Homes in there selling very quickly because they're unique, they're different, they're right by Tule Lake. There's just a lot to like in there. And so, those types of homes are selling very well. Parts of Grant Ranch as well. Amazing community with lots of amenities in Littleton and parts of Denver. It's actually got a Denver side and a Littleton side. But those are some areas that are selling fast. Highlands Ranch is number 3, still selling at a 33 days in MLS average right now. Number 4 is the South Denver, Platt Park, Wash Park East area. So these homes are still selling very quickly. Everybody loves all the walkability that's around them. The city parks definitely play into that as far as an amazing amenity right there. And you're so centrally located for jobs and everything else that those areas do very, very well. The other thing that's in there is most of those are single family, right? There's not a ton of attached units in that stretch. And so that's another reason why those are selling quicker. Number 5 on the list is Lakewood. Lakewood's still selling very quickly. Okay. Lakewood still has amazing proximity. It's just west of downtown, almost directly west, right? Some parts southwest. So, and within Lakewood, there's a lot to love. You've got Belmar, you've got Green Mountain, where, triathletes train all the time. You've got amazing views of the mountains and that proximity to the city, which really draws people to Lakewood and why those homes are selling faster. Now, I can't tell you that the 5 fastest neighborhoods without you wanting to know the 5 slowest neighborhoods, right? So let me give you some insight on that just for kicks. The number 1 slowest neighborhood right now is downtown Denver, believe it or not. Okay, lots of attached units that are high rises. A lot of these, luxury attached units are the slowest selling things in our market right now. Specifically, 80203 and 80247 zip codes, okay, are taking longer to sell. Those are just, slower markets right now. Current days on market, 104, believe it or not. Okay. It's absolutely the slowest moving market in our entire Denver metro area. Number 2, Commerce City. Okay. Days on market in Commerce City in the upper 60s right now. Castle Rock, number 3. Okay. Castle Rock is selling at a pace around 59 days on average. And then you've got Parker that's in the mid 50s and Aurora that's in the low 50s. Okay, those are the slowest areas right now. And believe it or not, it's because they're competing with new construction in most of those, other than the downtown segment. Numbers 2 through 5, tons of new builds going on, lots of incentives from builders that are making it harder and taking longer to sell a home in those areas. Okay, so here's the kicker. The homes that are well updated and well priced and selling in prime locations, they're still moving very quickly. And that is the exception to the rule. Now I'm going to show you an exception to the rule, okay, a real world example. I'm here at my new listing that's hitting the market today on 2841 Highcliff Place in Highlands Ranch. And this home is absolutely gorgeous, okay, top to bottom. Number 1 big feature is it's backing to Redstone Park. So it's a humongous park within the community that has tennis courts, soccer fields, a pond, a little duck pond where you can go feed the ducks, nice big playground, and a huge skate park that a lot of kids love. And it's draped by mountain views in the background. And so you get to see the whole foothills and all those views to the west with green space and the beautiful Colorado colors right now in the fall. This is an absolute prime location. It's incredible. So great location coupled by, as you can see, just an absolute beautiful home. They've done so much to update this home. The entire main floor was renovated. They put in just gorgeous countertops, a huge long stretching island that really takes over, like the eating space. It's an eat-in island that's got plenty of seating. And you also have gorgeous stainless steel appliances, 42-inch cabinetry, subway tile backsplash, beautifully stained floors. All the paint throughout has been updated to very light and bright paint, high baseboards. You've got black door hardware coupled with beautiful modern doors, nice flat edge lines all throughout the house. And even upstairs, the primary bathroom has been remodeled. They've done some beautiful, woodwork all over the walls. And this home has it all. It's got a pantry. It has 4 bedrooms up. It's got a main floor bedroom with the option to have a study there as well. The basement is all finished with a bedroom area down there, and then lots of open space for a theater, entertainment room. You've just got endless options on this home. Also, back to the location, you can walk right across this path and you've got an amazing dog park right across the street where your dog can go have some fun with his buddies. And it just makes this the most amazing location and community that you can purchase in. Easy highway access to E470 to swing around to the mountains or to get to downtown. You can shoot up Santa Fe or up I-25 and you're within 12 minutes of Park Meadows Shopping Resort, which is one of the biggest shopping resorts in the country. You're less than 5 minutes to Town Center, which is like the hub here in Highlands Ranch. So you go on and on about how great this location is. And not to mention Douglas County schools. You've got, the incredible schools here that are some of the top rated schools in the state. And it makes for a fantastic home and location. So buyers are paying a premium for turnkey move-in ready homes. And here's some stats in this matter. Okay, in Highlands Ranch, homes backing to open space or parks can sell for 8 to 12% above nearby comps. Okay, typically the adjustment is around $50,000 on average for a park location behind you. If you're backing to water or maybe a combination of park and mountain views, it could be $75,000 to $100,000 difference compared to the home across the street from you. Right, so those locations really do matter. And right now they're selling for more in most cases than what the builder was charging for the lot upgrade when they built the home. So those locations, they're premier locations, they age very well over time. And so if you're considering new construction too, it may be worth considering buying one of their better lots and paying that lot premium, since that will appreciate over time and become a great investment for you down the road when you go to resell that home. Also, another thing to mention, remodeled homes average 30% fewer days on market than unrenovated ones. So this is a no-brainer to me, right? If you have the means to update over time, right, it's so much better than having to do it all at once. So if you're a seller, definitely pace yourself. Try to budget for updates that you can do over time that will continue to make the home look fresh and renovated. So on 2841 Highcliff Place, if you want a private tour, reach out today before it's gone. So here's some takeaways for you if you're a buyer right now in today's market. Okay, in the Denver metro area, don't assume that the whole market is soft. Yes, there are a lot of soft areas, right? Including the ones that I mentioned earlier, those top 5 areas that are taking the longest to sell. But some of these areas are moving very quickly. An interesting stat is about a third of the homes that are priced under $700,000 in the Denver metro area are still going under contract in under 14 days, right? So that tells you the disparity right there, okay? And then you've got 33% of the listings that are, overpriced or not prepped well that are lasting over 60 days on the market. So there's one side that's very hot, right? Because it's been prepped properly, and the other side that's just sitting. So waiting for rates to dip may equal more competition later, okay? And the reason why I say that is because we always have the strongest competition in the whole year is between February and April, right? Those 3 months dictate 75% of our annual appreciation every year. And so the thing to know about that is, that's the most competitive buying season. And I've had a lot of people tell me, yeah, I'm just going to wait till next year. I'm going to wait till the springtime, right? Well, you and everybody else is going to wait until the springtime, right? And then it's going to be a lot of competition during that time frame. And so if you can buy during these gaps, right? Maybe in the fall, in the winter, late summer, those are some of the most phenomenal times to buy a house. And you can absolutely target some of those slower moving areas, but also understand that the faster moving areas that are selling quickly, they're doing that for a reason, right? It's because there's very high demand in those areas, and they're areas that have a lot of draw. They have a lot of amenities. They have a lot of things that people love living around, right? And they love the walkability perhaps of those areas. And so consider that when you're looking at overall pricing. If you can afford to buy in some of those areas, it may be a great move. Also, when rates drop briefly in early 2023, okay, we're talking post-pandemic, but early 2023, we had a little segment where rates dropped into the 5s, okay? It created 27% more bidding wars during that time. So if you don't think that that's gonna happen again after 3 years of stagnation and 3 years of people having needs to move but not acting on them, you're crazy, right? It's absolutely coming back if rates dip. Okay, so just be aware, there's an absolute correlation there between rates dipping into the 5s and more bidding wars happening, right? And if you want to be alone and not have to worry about that as much, then it may be good to either focus on an area where you can do that or create the timing and the seasonality that you want so that you don't have that experience. And then my last tip for buyers is if you're looking for a turnkey option that is very predictable, then focus on homes that are the exception, that are going to sell quicker. It's okay to buy one of those homes, okay? Homes that are remodeled and have a quality remodel job that are in great locations with prime amenities and that are a realistic price in today's market are great buys, okay? When the market heats up, those homes are there's going to be more of a frenzy for those types of properties. So right now, in a little bit cooler market environment, is a great time to buy in a premier location. Now, if you're looking to sell a home in this market, I've got some tips that may help you take advantage of this market and make sure that you're walking away with the most hard-earned equity possible. Understand that not every listing is sitting in today's market. Okay, if you look at the news and the headlines, you may get very discouraged right now. You'll hear all kinds of things. It's so important to know that real estate is very, very hyper-local. Also, if you want to be the exception, invest in updates, staging especially, and proper pricing before listing. This will help you get the most money, sell the fastest, and also just have the best experience possible. It should be kind of fun to sell a home, and it hasn't been for a lot of sellers in the last 3 years, okay? But if you do things correctly and you're smart about your process and you work with the right agent, it can be a very fun process. So definitely give me a call if I can help you get your home ready for sale. I love sellers that reach out to me 6 to 12 months before they're ready to go on the market. And they say, hey, we're looking to prep our home and do some planning, get things ready. Is it too early? I'm always like, no, it's not too early. This is perfect. I love working with planners, okay? Planners do things right. They typically will make the investment, to make sure that we're hitting on the things that will double or triple your return on investment, and will remove eyesores, right, that buyers will magnify as problems for your house. And if we can do that, then we can really drive price up for you, and we can drive the experience up for you as well. Here's the bigger lesson. Every market has rules, but there are always exceptions. Smart buyers and sellers don't just react. They strategize to become that exception. Long-term wealth is built by buying strategically when others hesitate, selling with a plan that makes your property stand out, and playing offense instead of defense in any market cycle. If you're curious how to position yourself to be the exception in this market, let's talk strategy. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading, or selling, I can help you create a plan to stand out. And if you're actively looking for a move-in ready home that checks every box, 2841 High Cliff Place in Highlands Ranch is active on the market. So make sure to DM me or text me or call me for the details of that home so that we can schedule a private showing or tour for you. And don't wait, because homes like that don't sit for very long. And if this listing in Highlands Ranch piqued your interest and you'd like to see another video with a driving tour with me, giving you a tour of the entire city of Highlands Ranch, click on this video here and I will see you there.